Amazing. It feels amazing. It's what I wanted. It's what we worked for, my team. It's what we dreamed about all year. This was the major goal. And to put it together, especially on that last jump, I couldn't be more proud.
I was watching you as you were looking after that last jump, and it was just like, did you medal? Did you medal? Did I medal? So can you just tell us what that thought was right after the jump?
Well, I knew that I was on the podium, and so in a way, that kind of like, you can kind of relax a little bit, because worst case scenario, you have a bronze medal. Of course, I didn't want to settle for that, so I decided that I was just going to go for it and just put all my heart and everything that I had into it and just jump, which I know I'm good at.
And so how are you gonna take this momentum then into Rio next year?
I think the best thing to do is to look back at the season and then leave it here and then refocus for next year, because no season happens the same way twice. As we know, 2005 didn't happen like this. 2015 totally different.
And I know in some of the outdoor championships as well, you've been focusing specifically on the jumps, obviously doing the sprints as well. Do you think putting that focus on the jumps really helped here?
Honestly, I really didn't put the focus on the jumps. It just worked out this way. I fully intended to make the team in both the 100 and the long jump, but we had a really fast trials. So here I am. But no, next year you'll see me back in the 100 as well.
Well, we look forward to it. Thank you.
Tianna, it's been 10 years since you won your first long jump title. I mean, this has to mean a lot to you, right?
It means a lot, especially because I'm sharing it with my husband, and I think for him it's like, so I'm really happy that I'm able to do that. Happy that I was able to execute. It was a fierce competition, and this morning when I woke up, kind of had an idea that many people were going to jump 7 meters because it's World Championships, and I expected everybody to step up, and I'm glad that I was able to step up as well.
You did it in the final jump. I mean, it was incredible. We were watching it from here, and it was really awesome.
Thank you. Thank you.
You won 10 years ago, and then now you're back. And it seemed like there's time period in the middle you weren't really jumping much. Can you talk a little bit about that journey?
Yeah, I wasn't doing much of anything. I was trying to, but things were so bad, and I was so down and depressed, and just not around very good people, that my performances were just a reflection of how I felt about myself. And then I started to find my way back, especially after I met my husband, and things started to turn around, and I got more positive, and I was more stable and more confident. And so then you saw that I made the Olympic team in the 100, and that was just the beginning of the confidence growing and growing and growing. And every year we've been like, okay, what can we do now? Like, what else can we do? So you'll continue to see me develop.
Yeah, because in 2012 you kind of came back on the scene, but you didn't talk to us. You stayed very quiet and sort of.
Yes, because I wanted my performances to speak for me. I had done enough of tweeting nonsense and talking, and so many athletes just talk, and there wasn't enough focus on performing. And all I wanted to do was put my head down and focus on performing, try to get myself back, and not get myself caught in a hole because I'm talking too much or I'm putting pressure on myself. So that's what we did. It was good for me. It's what I needed to bring myself back.
So one more question for you, please. Final jump was 7:14, a world lead this year. What were you thinking before the final jump? Did you think you had it in you to win the gold?
Absolutely. You have to think you have it in you. And every jump, I knew I had to execute something a little bit better. In the last jump, I just put it all together. I knew I had to do it, and so I did it.
And are we ever going to see you in the 100-meter sprint again? You're in the final in the Olympics, I believe.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you.